Good morning, children. I again with your Monday English class. Children, I had already given you in the last class the introduction of the third unit. The third unit is cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. And we also did a small intro of your action song, which was on page number 21. On page number 21, you had your intro of this rhyme, or you can say it is an action song. Already I have given to you what we will be looking at in your recall or review. Now, in the last class, children, we stopped the conversation between teacher and the student Rita. I hope you remember what was taught in the last class. Shall we read it once again, children, the conversation? Now, this lesson, children, cleanliness is next to godliness, is a conversation of a classroom scene. It is between the teacher and the students. How you all sit in the class and have your lessons with the teacher and interact one another, it is the same way. I will start reading it, and these are direct speech. In grammar, there is a direct and indirect speech, whereas the conversation in this is a direct speech used between the teacher and the students. So let's look into the lesson. I just read the review of the last lesson. It is a scene is the classroom. Characters, teacher and students. The teacher enters the classroom. Student. Good morning, sir. Teacher. Very good morning. Sit down, children. Please answer your attendance, Anusha. The first student's name was Anusha in the attendance register. Anusha. Yes, sir. Teacher, Bharati. So he keeps calling the children's name. Okay? And in the course, there is a conversation. Bharati, she says, present, sir. Teacher, Chetan. Then Mohin says, Mohsin says, he is absent, sir. So the name of the next student was Chetan, Bharati, and the student's name Mohsin. He says that the student Bharati is absent. Then teacher, do you know why he is absent? Rakesh, he is not well, sir. He has malaria. So the conversation leads with the question, why the student is absent? So what does the reply come from Rakesh? He is not well. He is having malaria. Teacher will ask, oh, how sad. So the teacher is, after marking the attendance, he starts the discussion with the class. So he feels very sad that the student is on leave. Now children, in your class also, when one child is having on leave letter doesn't come, we mark the child absent. But if he doesn't come for the next day, the teacher inquires why he is absent. Then you will also tell that the child was not well or some excuse what you know in your friend circle. So here, the next question teacher is asking. So Rita is a student of the same class. She's asking, what causes malaria, sir? See how she's asking. So before that, the master was saying, these days many people suffer from malaria. So Rita is asking, how is this malaria caused? Teacher, mosquitoes, cause malaria. They also cause other disease like dengue and chikungunya. Now you know children, these mosquitoes, they breed in the dirty area. When there is a lot of accumulated water, the mosquitoes accumulate there and they cause the disease. That's why in your house you must be careful when you see anywhere water getting accumulated, whether it is a air cooler or in your garden, you must dispose those water. Okay. Now let's see the conversation next with the students. Savita, I have not heard of dengue. What is it, sir? So malaria, you all know it is caused by the mosquito, and when it bites, you get it. But the child Savita is asking, how does a dengue cause, sir? How is it? So the teacher explains. Let's see what he says. Dengue fever is a disease caused by a virus carried by mosquito. Now children, you know now virus is the main cause for many diseases. Now one of the disease is dengue also, which is a virus caused disease from, it spreads through mosquito. Savita, how do I know I have dengue? Now when dengue one person has, the girl Savita, student Savita is asking, how do I know, sir, this? So teacher replies, the symptoms are headaches, rashes and body pain. So no children, it is for your knowledge. See, when you have the symptoms like severe headache, then rashes, you get body rashes and also body pain. Sometimes the body pain and headache may be for some other reason also. It cannot be only dengue, but the main cause are these three. Suresh, is it infectious? So is it getting infectious to the people? That is, does it spread? Teacher, no. When a mosquito bites a person who has been infected with a dengue virus, the mosquito can become a carrier of the virus. If it bites someone else, that person can be infected with dengue fever. The virus can't spread directly from person to person. Now this is a very noted thing, children, this statement. Now there are diseases like cold, cough and other TB, big disease. These are caused from person to person. Whereas the dengue or malaria, they are not caused by the what you call person to person. It is caused by the virus which is caused by dengue or by mosquito, sorry. So let's see what has happened. Suresh, how can we avoid this, sir? Now, main thing, we have to avoid this. So the teacher explains. It's easy. Keep your surrounding clean. Use an insect repellent. So, see how you use the infection. You have to keep the surrounding very clean. Okay. Then cover sleep areas with netting. Avoid going outdoors. Then outdoors and dusk. Dusk means children. Dusk and dawn. Dusk is just the beginning of the between the later afternoon or the later evening and the moonrise. So dusk and dawn. Dawn is the very early morning before the sun rises. When mosquitoes are most active, dirty water in the gutters and ditches are the breeding place for mosquitoes. So children, you must know this, that the dirty place, the gutter, and also what they have mentioned, ditches, that is the main cause. You know, nowadays even in the city, the garbage is accumulated, and these are the causes for all these diseases of virus which spreads through mosquitoes. Now next one of the student is asking, we come to school and we don't find time to clean them up. See what is the student telling? We come to school and we don't find time to clean it up. Is that an excuse, student? No, you must not take that as an excuse. What does the teacher say? You don't have a school on Sundays. You can spare time on Sundays to clear them out. See how beautifully teacher says, children, you must not even take the excuse for the free hours. You must be active. So whenever you find there is accumulated dust in your house or dirt or even the things that water stagnant in your house, garbage, help your mommy and daddy in cleaning and clearing the things. Okay, so it should be done. Next, students, good idea, sir. We will make sure that we keep our surroundings clean. Now here surrounding is not only your house, surrounding is your classroom, your school playground, your school area, every place where you are, and also the places where you sit, stand, your home, your place, where you walk about, so even your clothes. So all these things are very important. I told you in the introduction of your lesson, cleanliness is next to godliness. Why? Because it is your body and your area, and inside also you must be clean. You must have good thought, good, when you are idle, you are always thinking how to go and fight, how to hit that boy, how to do wrong things. But if you are having your spare time, doing good things like keeping your area clean, and helping your mommy, and even in the school, you play when you are playing. But when you are having some time, clean to keep your area, your classroom clean, and I am sure this has been done by many students. Teacher, that's good. Remember, now what does teacher say the value or the moral of this lesson? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. And the students repeat that. What is that they repeat? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Now children, this is the beautiful value given to you in this lesson, the moral. So the first lesson you studied that speak the truth. In the second lesson you are reading cleanliness is next to godliness. So your homework is read this lesson, understand it, and in the next class I will be doing for you word meaning, we discuss the question answers and all the exercise. Okay? After that only I do my introduction for grammar and composition. So first